Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. It is March 25th, 2024. And I was just thinking before I came on, I did a test. I was like, all right, all right, all right, all right. And I was like, where's Dorsey at? Where's Dorsey's resource? Well, we haven't seen a video from Dorsey. I haven't seen anything from Dorsey in a couple of weeks. So hopefully, Dorsey, you're doing okay. If you're watching this video, hopefully you're doing okay. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. You know, hopefully, and all the influencers. Hopefully, Apostle Solomon is healed off of her sickness that she was just dealing with. Hopefully, Shella's doing great. Hopefully, Pastor Karen's doing great. I still have the lung tokens for all you guys. You know, I didn't forget you guys. Right when lung gets to those prices, we're gonna do the airdrops to the influencers at 10 cents and $1. That's gonna be a wealth transfer to them. And then we also have the Patreons are gonna the people that were hand selected by God on Patreon are gonna get theirs at $1 as well. But anyways, yeah, shout out to everybody. Hopefully Kenneth Story's doing okay and all right, and Brightling's doing great, and Bob and everybody else that's been on this channel. Hopefully, you know, on my Currency 365 channel that's now gone, but it will be back in the future. I believe. I believe a lot of channels will be restored in the future, just like they were. That's what just like happened here on Twitter, right? So Twitter, everything got restored back. I think the same thing's going to happen with YouTube and Facebook and everywhere else. Things are going to be restored back. Um, and so that channel will be back in the future. It's still there. I can, you know, I don't have access to it, but I can see it. You know what I mean? It's just I can't do anything with it. Okay, but it's still there. It will be returned back in the future, in my opinion. So shout out to everybody that was on that channel, and shout out to everybody that's been on this channel as well. Okay. So and Pastor Sharon, Prophetess Sharon. I haven't seen anything from her. I got to make sure I'm following her on this channel because I haven't seen anything from her lately. So I'm probably not following her. That's probably what I probably not subscribed to her on Eyes Open Media, which I should be, right? So I'm gonna make sure that I fix that, you know, today. So I'm gonna try to see what she's been up to lately as well. So it's a bunch of people that I've lost connection with this full move to Eyes Open Media, but because we lost the other channel, but you know, temporarily we'll get it back. And I see Dan Oshie over there with the rocket ship for Shina. So Shina Inu, we talked about this a couple days ago. Bitmart says Shina's coming to Bitmart. I told you guys, is this a tier one exchange or a tier two? For me, it's a tier two. One of the top tier twos, right? But for you, some of you guys, it's a low tier one, or is a medium tier one. I don't know. I don't know much about Bitmart, but they look good on Twitter, and they really active. They really good. They have over almost 1 million followers on Twitter. So, in that aspect, it's a tier one, right? But on the aspect of listing exchanges, it's probably a top tier two. I don't know, but that's up to you guys to decide. Does it really matter? Well, I guess it does matter a little bit if you're trying to pump Sheena into that $100 million market cap, and and I know some of you guys are like, and some of you guys have tagged me and things and said it's not about the pumps and this and that. Well, everybody has their own thing. Cryptocurrency is buy low, sell high, right? And so everybody has their own thing. Some people are here just to make money. Some people are here to do technology and change the world in different ways, and be digital, and then use it to do other things like charity and stuff. Everybody has their own stuff done there. You can't tell people what they're here for. You know what I mean? So I don't do that. I don't tell people, if people are here to build on chains, then build on chain. If you're here to make money, you're here to make money. Right? If you're here to take the technology and further it into a different way, then that's what you do. But you can't tell people what to do. You can't tell people, oh, we need to be here for charity, or we need to be here for that. No, people are here to make money. As you can see, the price dumps every time we go into that 26 million area, because people are here to take profits, right? So and they might be tweeting that they're here for charity and all that while they're taking profits on you, right? So you can believe whatever you want, but the chart tells you that people are constantly taking profits when this thing pumps. So somebody's here to make money, even though they're tweeting that they're here to they're here for this charity and humanity. We've heard this before, though. So you got to be careful about things like that, because people use that so that they can take profits before you. You know what I mean? So um, should just be on the guard of stuff like that. Do what you want to do in cryptocurrency. If you're here to trade, if you're here to stake your tokens, if you're here for reflections, if you're here for all of it, then cool. It doesn't matter what it is, but you're here. All right. So Shina will be listed tomorrow morning on the 26th. Okay, and so that's at the 10 UTC time. Okay, which is I think 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I believe that's when Sheena Inu will be live on Bitmart. Okay, will this thing pump? That's going to be the question now. Because everybody's been saying, get a tier one, tier two. We'll watch. The Sheena community is gonna support it, and they're gonna hodl their tokens, and there's not gonna be a supply shock, and this thing's gonna pump. Will Sheena pump? The markets are pumping right now, right? And so will Sheena Inu pump when this goes live on the tier one, tier two, right? And it better pump. It better, because then if it doesn't, it's like, oh, what's going on? What happened, right? So right now it's moving. As you can see here, we're up 8%. We're at 14. We're still under 20 billion on market cap, right? This is crazy. You got tokens that we've never heard of that are that have reached 300, 400, 500 million on market cap. It just came out of nowhere in the last week or two, and they're up 300, 400, 500, 600 million on market cap. And then tokens like Sheena Inu that has that's built the community and stuff it's not even at a 20 million on market. So something is just, and it's not just Sheena. There's a bunch of these tokens that have been here for 2-3 years, and they're still under a 50 million on market. And then you get all these other tokens that just come out of nowhere, and they're at 500 million on market, 300 million on market. Like, where do these tokens come from, and who's buying these things, right? I've never heard of these tokens, right? And who's buying it up, right? So it's crazy. It's crazy how a couple of tokens can sit there for 3 years and do nothing, and then these tokens can just come out of nowhere and nobody even knows about them, and then they're up to 300 million on market cap within a day, or up to 2 billion on market cap within 7 days. I mean, it's crazy, 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 crazy. All right. So this is what we're talking about here. So we're up 8. Sheena's up 8%, 14 million on market cap, 195,000 in volume there. Circulating supply, I don't think it's the right circulating supply, so we're just gonna say it's whatever the total supply, which is 14 trillion, is actually in circulation. So we'll see how that plays out. We tried to burn the tokens down. The community really doesn't want to burn anymore. We get that. All right, and so now this community is going to wait for the charity stake and burn to go live. I think that's supposed to go live in June. Now it should go live right now, because everything's pumping to the upside. Bitcoin 70,000. Let's go. Sheena Eden, we're looking to drop another zero. Like, this is the perfect time for this charity stake and burn. They said we're waiting on the time of the market. Well, this is the perfect time right now, right? The halving's coming up, right? Great cuts are coming. Like, perfect time right now to drop the charity stake and burn and send this token to a billion on market cap, a 3 billion on market cap right now, right? So I don't know why we wait on why we're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, but maybe they have the spirit of delay. I don't know what it is. It's so it's like Sochi and these guys and the rest of these guys have the spirit of delay in them or something. Okay, so I'm not sure why I clicked on Movida AI. This is not the token. Which just there it is. Bad idea. a countdown for Bad Idea to the Gate.io. So we got Shina Inu, Bitmart tomorrow morning, and then we got Bad Idea going on Gate.io on the 27th, the next following day. So we got Sheena pumping, hopefully. To, we're looking for 100 million on market cap, right? We're under 20 million. Let's see if Sheena can pump to 100 million on market cap with this Bitmart listing. And if they brought out the charity stake of burn, we get to a 3 billion market cap. But let's see. And then we got Bad Idea on the 27th with Gate.io. So there you go. We got tier ones, tier twos. Definitely Gate.io is a tier one. Bitmart questionable about tier one, tier two for me, but it's right up there. So even if it's not a tier one, it's a top tier two. So it's right there next to a tier one for me. So, anyways, some of you guys, it is a tier one, so that's good. All right, so Bad Idea AI pumping up 19%, 30 million on market cap. So another one, right? That's there as well. All right, so let's check out Shiba Inu. And let's see what it's doing here. We just crossed that three. Now we're pulling back from that three. So, and we're looking to 10x that. So we got to the three, and then we pull back. We're looking to 10x from that three and add another three here, right? To drop another zero and add three here. That's what we're looking for. That's the goal for Shiba Inu this year, right? Is to drop another zero and add a three right there. That will put us right at that, right around that 200 billion dollar market cap, right? So $200 billion market cap is where we're looking for right now. That we just move over, we're at a 170, so we have a chance to move up to about three, 30s, 32, 31, 32, and then that $200 billion market cap, right? So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that $200 billion market cap for Shiba Inu, and that's where I believe it's a good spot there for this year. Could it go a lot higher? If we get some burns going, and of course, if we get some burns going, we get some big burns, we get 100 trillion burn going or something like that. Start burning 10 trillion a month or something like that, like we were supposed to with the gas tokens. So they raised the gas fees. If somebody can put a proposal in the Dow to raise the gas fees to buy BNB the BNB levels, and when that happens, then it's all said and done, right? Then the gas fees will come in, and we will be burning 10, 15 trillion tokens a month, right? With the auto burn. Then everything's out the window. You can definitely a dollar is coming, right? So, yeah. But until then, we're stuck with 589 trillion tokens. And so, you can only do so much. So $200 million market, $200 billion market cap is where Shiba Inu is supposed to be at the minimum. And so I think we can push to that this year and then drop that three. So hopefully we can do that right now. Actually, hopefully we can get to that all-time high 88 and then push through it and then get to that $200 billion market cap. All right, so let's check what else. What's the other ones? Bone. See if Bone dropped. Nope, Bone's still under $1. Man, this thing should already be pumping, man. Didn't that DAMN token burn Bone? They said it burned over 90,000 Bone tokens. Now, of course, you can't tell because CoinMarketCap will never change any of the circulating supply stuff, so we don't know what's an actual circulating supply on Bone. Most people believe it's like 140, 148 million, 150 million. It's actual in circulation. Everything else is locked up and staking and stuff like that from Shibarium and Shiba Swap. Okay. So, anyways, we don't know. But anyways, Bone is under $1 still, and we're waiting for this thing to just explode to $20, right? And then next year to 80 to $100. Okay. So that's where we have Bone. Um, gotta be. I guess we just gotta be patient on some of these things, right? Patient on some of these things, and then we have Sheila and Sheila, $153. It pumps at 2%. If somebody starts buying this thing up here, this thing's gonna pump, man. This thing's gonna go completely nuts, man. You know what I mean? but we don't know. So remember last time it just went up. It went like it was up like 500%, like within a day, like 2 days. Like it was just crazy. And then that woke the dev team up. So if somebody does that again, if somebody puts $1 million in this thing, is gonna absolutely send this thing up 4, 5, 6, 700%, and then the dev team might wake up and say, "Oh, it's time to relaunch." It's time to relaunch now. And yeah, so I don't know. All right, I think that is it. What else? Is that all the tokens? No, we don't look at pause zone anymore. But it is I don't even know if they're still connected to Shibarium. I don't get any of the alerts or anything from Paul Zone on the Twitter. I have no clue. Shib Army don't even talk about this token anymore. They're supposed to be on Shibarium connected. I don't even know anymore. But 324,000 in volume, so they're still doing some volume. They're doing more volume than Shina. Think about that. That's crazy. And Shina's being added to Bitmart. So let's see. Well, let's see if they have any. Okay, that's why, because they're already on Poloniex, MEXC, and L Banks. Okay, that's why, and CoinX. That's why they're doing more. I was like, well, how are they doing more volume than Sheena, right? That's because Sheena's not even on any exchanges except for one little tiny one, maybe one or two tiny ones, and then Shiba Swap and Uniswap. But these guys, they're on L Banks, they're on MEXC Global, the MEXC Global, L Banks, and Poloniex. So. And for some reason, Poloniex doesn't even have any volume for them or something. Look at that. They got that on there. So I don't know. Reserve data unavailable. So yeah, so we don't even know. But yeah, they're on a couple of exchanges, and that's why they have more volume than Shina. Okay, so those exchanges matter for volume, right? You on those exchanges, you're gonna get more volume. So Shina's coming with that Bitmart, so it's gonna pick up volume, and we'll see how it goes from there. All right, so that's what's going on, folks. The markets are green. Let me check Bitcoin real quick. Bitcoin's over 70,000 right now. Nice V-shaped recovery happening right now, as we talked about on Patreon. And that my target was 80,000 Bitcoin by on March 28th. Back in January, back in January of this year, I said, watch Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, we could rally here. We could rally in the markets in February and March, and then on March 15th, we're probably going to sell off into for a couple of days, and then we're gonna pick it back up, and then we can rally 80,000 dollars of Bitcoin by March 28th. So I didn't think that I forgot about that, and I forgot that I forgot that I said March 15th the markets would sell off. I wish I never said that, but that was on Patreon though, so I was only talking to a few people. But remember that these few people, a lot of these guys, there's elitists that are in there. There's a lot of people in there. There's secret people that are in my Patreon that watch me, that God said, and God told Apostle as well that we would be shocked, the people who listen to me on Patreon. So apparently they were listening, and they wrote those dates down, because that's exactly what happened on March 15th. We did dump, and we called a sell signal on Bitcoin there, and now we're running back up, and here comes March 28th, and Bitcoin is only less than $10,000 away, $10,000 away from being at 80,000. So full moon. We talked about the full moon and how Bitcoin's usually up over 2 to 3% on the full moon. Well, it's up 7% on the full moon today. Today's a full moon day, and Bitcoin's up 7%. So, okay. So there you go. Ethereum decision on the ETF is May. It's not March. So we did correct that, and we had the Bitcoin maximalists let us know about that. I mean, Ethereum maximalists let us know about that. Okay, and Solana's pumping, trying to get to that 250 to 300. We have a short-term target at, well, I'm not gonna, well, whatever. You guys already know what our short term. Well, 250. Get to 250 Solana, then break it, then we'll get to the next targets, right? So, but anyways, all right. So Dogecoin going good. Everything's up, man. The markets are looking good. Let's just scroll down the top 100 of the crypto markets. All the top 100 cryptos here. Everything, and not everything's in the green, but a lot of things are in the green, and markets are back to normal. And that was a nice correction we had. We set a new floor, and we want to hold that floor, and we want to go higher, right? So theta back in the $3. there. Dog with hat up 16%. I mean, Floki's up big, so a lot of things up. Jupiter's up big. A lot of things are up big in the last 24 hours, right? So, Singularity Net's up big. Flare's up 10%. All right, get ready for your dividends next week, right, on the 11th for Flare. Let's see here, and the rest of the tokens. All right, so there you guys go. Kava ends out the top 100 there. Jasmine Coin is in the top 100, back in the top 100. At the point zero 0.02 area there. Okay, interesting. All right, there we go. Peace out. God bless. Hope you guys are doing well. Shina Inu, Bitmart tomorrow morning, and of course, Bad Idea AI the next day, Wednesday, for Gate.io. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys next video.